Generally, people who are very, very nice have terrible boundaries. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about such an important thing, but such an interesting thing that most people don't know the difference between being nice and being kind. So we've all heard the saying, treat others the way you want to be treated. So what is the difference between being nice and being kind? And is there an actual difference? Yes, of course there's a difference. So first up, let's start out by defining what is nice and what is kind. Being nice is defined as being pleasing or agreeable. It's defined as being courteous or doing things that you consider polite. Being kind, on the other hand, is when it's coming from a more pure intention. It's about showing compassion and genuine empathy for others. Kindness is a quality that comes from the heart, and it often goes above and beyond what is actually expected. While being nice isn't always necessarily a bad thing, being kind is actually a really good thing. So, what are some examples of differences between being nice and being kind? Being nice is something such as holding the door open for someone behind you. It's a nice thing to do. It's courteous. We do it. Being kind is seeing someone struggling with something and going and helping them. Being nice is actually saying please and thank you. Being kind would be something like, I appreciate you, or I'm really grateful for you doing that thing for me. Being nice is telling someone something that they want to hear, and being kind would be telling them what they need to hear, regardless of whether they want to hear it or not. So recently I put up this post where I talked about, I'm not nice, I'm kind. And although I am nice, I do polite things. What was my point that I was trying to make when I posted that? Well, one thing that you can take into account is that being nice is a bit more selfish. It's a bit more about the way you will be perceived, versus being kind is you doing something good that is pure and genuine. It's coming from your heart. It's really compassionate. So an example I would say of being nice, I'm going to serve everyone here first because that's what what is expected of me. I'm going to do these things in this way because that is what is expected of me. Going back to something we talked about earlier, generally people who are very, very nice have terrible boundaries because they don't know where to stop and start caring about themselves. Kind people know exactly where to start caring about themselves because when they're doing something for you, they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing it in a compassionate way and not in the way of I'm expecting something back. So how is being nice selfish? Here's an example. If I do these things for you, you will like me. If I keep doing these things for you, maybe you will do something for me. By me being nice to you, there's an expectation. But me being kind to you, I have no expectation. The only expectation is that I hope that what I'm doing will serve you. I hope that what I'm doing will make your life a little bit better. I hope that this will be good just for the sake of being good and not because I expect anything from it. Do you know kind people? Are you kind or are you nice, or a mixture of both? I think I'm a little bit of both, but mostly kind. I've gotten better at setting my boundaries. Women, more often than not, have a bigger issue with not being nice because they are more or less trained when they're growing up to be very nice to everyone and put yourself second. But as we are growing and evolving and they're listening, we are all starting to set better boundaries, both men and women. And I think that this is offering a lot more space for kind people to really show, because now you're no longer doing things because you're required to, but because you want to. Being kind will also really help you when it comes to making better connections with people. So check out my video right here on making connections and let me know, are you nice or are you kind?